Namaskar, hello fellow yogis. Welcome to Chotur Veda channel, dedicated to exploring the profound principles of Ashtanga Yoga. Last video we saw the Yama, first limb of yoga and directives of Yama. In this video we focus on the second limb, Niyama, and its transformative directives that empower you to deepen your yoga practice and cultivate inner harmony. Niyam consists of 5 aspects, each offering valuable insights to enhance your life on and off the yoga mat. Join us, we dive into the essence of Niyama's second directive. Niyama means observances. Patanjali enlists niyamas in the aphorism that prescribes the obligatory observances pertaining to both body and mind. The sutra is Shaucha Santosha Tapaswadhyaya Shwara Pranidhanani Niyamaha. Shaucha Santosha Tapaswadhyaya Shwara Pranidhanani Niyamaha. External and internal cleanliness, contentment and happiness, penance, study of scriptures conducive for spiritual progress, devotion and dedication to the God are prescriptions. Niyama for self-development. In other texts, there is a mention of 7 more niyamas or observances. They are astikya, means faith in the God and permanence of the soul. Dana means charity, fortitude. Mati, attentiveness. Japa means repetition of sacred mantra. Siddhanta Vakya, Shravana. And Vrata means fasts and vows. In this list, we will see the first directive of Niyama is a Shauch. The term Shauch refers to the external and internal cleanliness of both the body and the mind. Apart from the cleansing of the sense organs, Shauch includes those habits that are conducive to the well-being and good health. For example, using own clothes to avoid contagious diseases. Consuming foods that are soft and require less mastication. These and similar habits, even though are for the external cleanliness, their practices leads to the internal cleansing of the body as well as mind. Physical cleanliness is of 2 types. First one is external cleaning that includes bathing, cleaning of the teeth, gargling, putting oil in the ears, washing the eyes 3-4 times a day, etc., which should also be practiced regularly. Number second is internal cleansing. Internal cleaning, especially of the digestive organs, is important. External substances constantly enter the body. They include toxic liquids, germs, chemicals, etc., which cause disorders. Also, due to air pollution, the impurities keep on entering the respiratory system constantly, only to erupt as respiratory ailments. To combat this, Hatha Yoga Pradipika has advised 6 types of cleaning methods or Shuddhi Kriyas. We will see in the next videos these Shuddhi Kriyas. Number second directives of Niyama is Santosha. The term Santosh refers to the state of contentment. Contentment is a state of the mind that helps in the physical and mental health and is a conducive for one's progress. Greed and envy that crop up from the discontentment can never be satiated. On the other hand, with contentment, the mind becomes balanced and thereby the practitioner experiences real happiness. This contentness, Santosha, is regarded as a divine attribute. Number third directive of Niyama is Tapa or penance is a constant attempt to keep the purity of the mind and speech and decimate all kinds of inclinations and temptations from within. Practice of vow, fasting on auspicious days, maintaining brotherly and courteous conduct, curbing the activities of the senses. These are called bodily penance. Not to trouble others and not to entertain bad and negative thoughts. These are called mental penance. Similarly, judicious use of speech only to extol the virtues of the god is the vocal penance. With the practice of penance, the bodily and mental impurities are removed and one gains control on the senses. With the regular practice of asana and pranayam, penance becomes fortified. Number 4th directive of niyama is a swadhyaya. Having discharged the responsibilities, attempting to focus the energies of body, mind and intellect in the search for the ultimate truth is called swadhyaya. Whether the practitioner is in the waking state, dream state, or in a deep sleep, his mind should always be in the constant state of meditation. Number 5th directives of Niyama is Ishwar Pranidhana. Doing one's duties with a detachment and offering the fruits of the actions to the Almighty. This is the real nature of devotion. As all desires get exterminated, the practitioner becomes one with the God. The above code of conduct is not just restricted to the yoga practitioners, but is a universal in its appeal. Hence, these prescriptions can be found in almost all the religions, but the next limb, asana, is found exclusively in the yoga alone. Throughout this video, we provide practical tips to integrate Niyama's directives into your daily life, enriching your yoga journey with wisdom and authenticity. Whether you are a seasoned yogi or new to the practice, Niyama offers profound guidance to cultivate self-discipline, contentment, and inner growth. Subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on Ashtanga Yoga and the 8 limbs that from the heart of the ancient practice. Join us on this transformative journey as we unlock the profound teachings of Niyama, enriching your life with balance, contentment and harmony. Om Namah Shivaya. Dhanyavad Yogis. Thank you.